Hey, it's me. Imagine that when a spirit is first created, it holds both male and female in one being. Over time, as part of the fall, that original unity got split. In our human stage now, the split appears as two sexes, man and woman. The deeper purpose of life is to find our way back to that original oneness. On Earth, one key step in that journey is the relationship between a man and a woman. This bond isn't just about having children, it's also meant for growth. Through a loving relationship awakened by affection, we can learn many lessons that help us grow faster than in other connections. The man-woman relationship can be more challenging and emotional than others too, because so many personal feelings get involved. That's why marriage can feel both difficult and yet very rewarding. From the start, people have formed strong ideas or mass images about what men and women are supposed to be. Commonly, generally, people think of men as strong, logical, and active, women as emotional, intuitive, and passive. Yet every man has an inner feminine side, and every woman has an inner masculine side. These traits don't cancel each other out. They exist together. Sadly, over the centuries, men overemphasize their physical and mental strength, pushing aside their emotional side. Women often suppress their intelligence and creativity because society told them these qualities would make them, quote unquote, less feminine. Each sex then developed only half of its potential. This imbalance spilled over into society, creating problems like wars, mismanagement of resources, and lack of genuine compassion. We see attempts to correct this imbalance. Women have fought for their rights, for example, while men have started to open up to their feelings. But sometimes these efforts fall into rebellion or extremes. For example, a woman who senses she has real intelligence and strength may get angry at how she's been held back. She might push those qualities forward aggressively, which can turn into hostility or resentment. A man who tries to embrace his softer, more emotional side may do so in a way that reveals hidden weakness or dependency instead of healthy, balanced sensitivity. Real growth needs gradual, honest self-reflection. If you simply flip to the opposite extreme out of anger or rebellion, you're missing the point. True balance means bringing out the hidden strengths, men developing their emotional or intuitive side, generally, women their creative mental side, generally, without using them as weapons. When each person unfolds all parts of themselves, they actually become more manly or more womanly, not less. Now, marriage is challenging partly because each partner may still cling to old mass images. Maybe the husband believes he must always be tough and logical, hiding his emotions. Maybe the wife thinks she must downplay her intelligence or talents to keep the peace. Or one might try to shift too far in the other direction, using aggression or coldness as a defense. None of these approaches leads to a real meeting of hearts. Real union blossoms when both partners allow their full selves, both the typical quote-unquote male or female traits and the hidden other side traits, to come forward in a healthy, respectful way. Then the relationship can grow into something truly satisfying. Maybe it'll take many generations before most marriages reach a deep, harmonious state. But that doesn't mean we should give up. We can still try to better our own relationships. If you're single, you can explore and heal these hidden sides of yourself. If you're in a relationship, you can look at which mass images might be influencing you or your partner and work together to release them. When you see that both quote unquote masculine and feminine traits are essential for wholeness, you begin to understand why forcing someone to only be strong and logical or only gentle and emotional is harmful. Humanity needs both sides and each person in balance to live more peacefully. So I would encourage you to keep in mind that men and women aren't as different as we think. Each carries the other side within. Extremes come from misunderstanding. True power doesn't emerge from one-sided development. Balance brings harmony. Unfold the parts you've hidden. Do it without anger or fear. And what if marriage can be a path of growth? It mirrors how well you balance your own inner male and female selves. As you reflect on these ideas, you might spot them in your day-to-day life. Over time, this awareness helps you transform your relationships, starting with yourself and radiating out to others. Let me know what you think about this topic. Love you. Connect soon.